Hi all, welcome to MSc Technologies. Today class we will discuss about SQL operations. Now we'll see one by one. First is the arithmetic operations. In arithmetic operations, we have a plus operator. Already we know this operator we can use to do the addition operations. Now we'll see how to do this operation in SQL. Okay. First let me delete a table. Okay, already it is deleted. Now let me create a table. Okay, now here I have created a one table with the salary and bonus. Now I want to do some addition operation or arithmetic operation on these columns. How to do, I will show you. Okay. Before that, let me insert some values. Already we know how to insert a values into table. Let me run this state query to insert the values. Now I have inserted a 2 rows in this column. Now, if you want to do any addition operation or subtraction, any arithmetic operation, how we can do on columns, let me show you, okay? Select. This is the first column, salary. If you want to do addition operation, you can use a plus symbol, okay? Then second column, that is a bonus, okay? One column represent the salary, another column represent a bonus, how much is getting the bonus, okay? Now I want to do addition operation of these two columns values. Then what is our approach? Column 1 plus column 2. Then we have to, we are concatenating or we are doing the addition operation with these two columns. Now, then it will return some results. If you want to give this any column for that results, what is approach mean? We have to do like this. Okay. Column 1 plus column 2 as total salary. If you do addition operation, salary plus bonus, that will become a total salary of the employee. That's why I want to return with this column. This is the column name will come. The results will appear in this column from table name. Now let me run this query. Okay, if you want to run particular query, already I explained, we have to select that query, then do run. Now you can see total salary. You can see column name. And if you see here, right, the results 5,500. This employee salary, first row you can see 5,000 is the salary, 500 is the bonus. Okay. If you do addition operation these two columns, the total value will be 5,500. Like second column also 6,666. If you do after doing the addition operation. Now, if you want to do subtraction operation, we have to give a minus symbol. Now let me run. Now you can see this doing the subtraction. Like this, you can use the any arithmetic operations. What are the arithmetic operations are available? First one is a plus operator, which is used to do addition operation. Second one is we call it as a hyphen or minus symbol, which we used to do subtraction of two numbers. And star we use as a multiplication operations. If you want to do any multiplication operations in SQL, this is the operator we have to use. Okay. Next to divide. If you want to do the division, then we have to use this forward slash. Then we have a percentage symbol, okay, which we use to do the mode operation. That means if you want to get a remainder after doing the division, that remainder value if you want to get, this is the operator we have to use. These are all the arithmetic operators available in SQL. Now we know right how to do arithmetic operation in SQL. We'll see there is another way of doing that addition operation. How we can do, let me explain. Okay. But example, I want to do addition operation with the two values. Okay. I don't want to do addition with the table column. Direct, I want to do some values. Then what is your approach? You can see here. Select the value. We can give any value. Then plus 5. Now here I am doing the addition of the 6 plus 5 as addition. Why we are giving the as addition mean? The results, if you want to show in some column, right? The column name we have to specify here. Select 6 plus 5. It will become 11. This 11 will print as a column as a addition. Now let me run this query. See, you can see addition is a column name, value is 11. Like that, if you want to do any division operations, you can use like this, forward slash. If you want to change the column name, you can change division like this. This is the division of the 6 division. We are divisioning with the 6 with the 5. Like this, if you want to do mode operations, that's mean remainder after division, right? This is the operator we have to use. Mode operations. You can see same. The remainder will be 1. Like this, you can do the all arithmetic operations in SQL. Okay, this is another approach. Same only. Okay, remainder is 1. Okay, sometimes I want to print entire salary, but for bonus I want to add 10% or I want to add some value 100 for all the bonus, right? Then this is the approach. Now what happens? Salary will print as a one column, then bonus plus 100 will print as a one column. The column name we are specifying with as total salary. Now let me run this one. You can see salary is separate column, but where we are doing the operations, we are doing operation on bonus plus 100 as total salary. You can see column name is a total salary. Now first bonus is 500, first row. We are adding 100, then it became 600. Next one is a 666, right? It became a 766 after adding 100. Okay, like this also we can do arithmetic operations on SQL. Okay, okay, this is about the arithmetic operations. Now we'll see the next operators. Now we completed arithmetic operations. We'll go for comparison operations. Okay, comparison operators mean what it will do. If you want to compare two values, then we go for a comparison operations. We have a different kind of comparison operations. This is the equal operator. Okay, if you want to check the two values both are same or not, we go for a this operator. This is equal symbol we use. And next is a not equal. Okay, if you want to check both should be not same. Then what operator we have to use? This one. This is not equal or this symbol. Okay, we can use any one for not equal. This is a greater than operator. Greater than operator means if you want to check any value, it should be greater than. Then we'll go for a this operator. Next is a less than operator. It is similar. Less than means it should be less than given value. And greater than equal, there is a one more operator, greater than equals. That means it should be greater than or it should be equal. Both if you want to accept, then we go for this operator. Next is the less than equal. Less than equal means it should be less than or it should be equal also. If you want to make satisfy, then we go for this operator. Now these operators we will see practically. Let me jump into SQL Server. Comparison operators. Okay. First, let me delete a table. We'll start from starting. Now let me create one table which contains the salary, name, and bonus. These are all the columns I'm going to create in this table. Now table is created. Now I'm going to insert. I'm going to insert 3 rows in a table. Okay, I have insert. Okay. Now we'll go one by one. First, we'll see the equal operators. Equal operators mean now I have one requirement. I want to get the employee details whose salary is exactly 6,000. Exactly who is getting the 6,000 salary, his details I want to get. Then what is approach? Select star from employee where salary equals to 6,000. That's mean whose employee is getting 6,000, the details only it will provide. Now let me select this query and run. Now if you see, we got a employee Balu. He's getting exactly 6,000 salary. Okay. Now you can see here also, salary is 6,000. Okay. But remaining employer salary, it is not exactly 6,000. That's why we don't get that employer's details. We get only who is getting the exactly 6,000. Okay, if we have this kind of requirement, exactly when if the values are matching, that values only if you want to get, then we can go for a equal operator. Next is a not equals to. Okay, I want to get all the employees details except who is getting a 6,000. This is just opposite to equal symbol, equal operator. Okay, I want to get all the employee details. I don't want to get who is getting 6,000. Then what is your approach? Salary not equals to 6,000. It should not be 6,000. Except 6,000, any value, it will satisfy and it will return. Now let me show you. Now you can see, we got a two rows. One is Kumar, other one is a Nagesh. One is Kumar, other one is a Nagesh. Their salaries also, if you see, that not equals to 6,000. Okay, if it's not equals to 6,000, anything it will match except 6,000. Anything if you want to get, then we can go this operator. This also we have two ways. This is a one operator for not equals to. We can use this also. Anything is fine. That is as you are convenient. You can use. Now you can see same records you got. Okay. Now next is a greater than operators. Next is a greater than operator. Greater than operator, what it will do? I want to get a employee details who is getting greater than 6,000. Who is getting a more than 6,000. Then what operator we have to use? Greater than. Now you can assume. Now I'm going to run this query. What will be the output? Okay. What is the condition we have given? The condition is I want to get a employee details who is getting greater than, mean more than 6,000. That salary is only I want to see. Then you can just think yourself and expect some value. We'll see. Okay, now let me run. We'll see what is the output. Now you can see output will be 7,000. If you see here salaries, we have a 5,000. 5,000 mean it is less than 6,000. Then it doesn't satisfy. Next we have a 6,000 also. 6,000 also, that is equals to 6,000. It's not greater than 6,000. Then that is also not satisfied. We have 7,000. 7,000 is obviously it is greater than 6,000. Mean it is more than 6,000. That is only the satisfied value. That's why we are seeing only single row, that is Nagesh, who is getting 7,000. It is greater than or more than 6,000. Now same I want to do for less than operator. I want to get a salary who is getting less than. That's mean it is a minimum. Okay, it is a less than 6,000 mean what values will get. We'll see now. Let me run it. Now we got only 5,000 because 7,000 is not less than 6,000 and 6,000 also not less than 6,000. It is equals to 6,000, not less than 6,000. That's why 6,000 also it does not satisfy. That's okay. 5,000 we have, right? 5,555. It is a less than 6,000. The value will be less than 6,000. That's why it will satisfy. We are seeing only the 5,000 related employee details, who is Kumar. Now we have one more operator in comparison operator, that is greater than or equals to. Greater than or equals to operator. Sometimes I want to get a who is getting the salary greater than 6,000 or equals to. The value is 6,000 also. I want to accept And if it's getting more than 6,000 also, I want to accept, but I don't want to accept less than 6,000. Then what operator we have to use? We have to use greater than equal. This is the operator we have to use. Now you can assume what will be the output if I run this program or this query. Now I'm going to run. Just you can assume what will be the output. Now we are getting a 2 rows. That means 2 employee details we got. How we got 2? Let me explain. What is the condition we given? Greater than equals to. Meaning of that, the salary should be greater than 6,000 or equals to 6,000 also. I want to accept. That is the operator action. Okay. Due to that, what happened? Now, if it's come to first row, that is a 5,000. That is not at all greater than 6,000 and not equals to 6,000 also. That's why that is a false. Next is 6,000. 6,000 is not greater than 6,000, but it equals to 6,000. But we have given a greater than or equals to. That's why it is satisfied this condition. It will return this row also. Next one is 7,000. 7,000 is obviously it is greater than 6,000. Okay, this value also will satisfy as given condition. Then we'll get a 2 rows. One is a Balu, other one is a Nagesh. Because these two employees' salaries are greater than or equals to 6,000. Next is a less than equals to. This is just opposite. Okay, I want to get the employee details who is getting less than 6,000 or equals to 6,000. Only that employee details I want to get. Then what is the query we have to use? What is the operator we have to use? Less than equals to. This is the operator. Now I'm going to run this query. Just you have to predict what will be the output. I'm giving some time, just 10 seconds time I'm giving you. Just you predict. Now I'm going to run. We'll see whether your predicted value is correct or not. We'll see now. Now you can see we got 2 rows. One is a Kumar, other one is a Balu. Now let me compare with salary. What is the condition? The salary should be less than or equals to 6,000. Then only I want to get that values. Okay. Now if you see first row, it is a 5,055. That is less than 6,000. Here you can see very clearly the operator we told less than. Okay. 5,055 is a less than 6,000 only. That's why it will satisfy, it will return that row. Next is 6,000. 6,000 is less than, it is not less than, but it is equals to 6,000. But what is our operator? Less than or equals to. Anything is fine. But it is equals to 6,000, right? It will satisfy, then it will return this value also. Next we have 7,000. 7,000 is not less than 6,000 or equals to 6,000 also. That is greater than 6,000. That's why the condition will become false. Then we don't get this row. We got only 2 rows. Okay. Okay, these are all the comparison operators. You have to practice with the different scenarios, all these operators. Okay. Then you will get a complete attention on this. Now we'll see next operator, logical operators. Next operator, logical operators. We have mainly 3 logical operators. One is AND, other one is OR, and other one is NOT. Let me explain one by one. What is the use of AND? The AND operator used to combine multiple conditions. And it's written only if all conditions are true. Sometimes I want to give a multiple conditions. I want to get a employee details. But the employee salary should be like this. Some condition I want to give for salary. Along with the employee department also I want to give some condition. Employee hike also I want to give some conditions. Like that, based on the multiple conditions, if you want to filter a values, then we go for a AND operator. we can apply the multiple condition. That is the first thing. Second thing, if all the conditions become true, then only it will return a true. That means then only it will satisfy. That is the AND operator. Coming to OR operator also we can use to apply the multiple conditions. But if any one condition is satisfied, if any one condition is true, then it's become a true. That means it will satisfy. If you give them three conditions, if one condition is true, remaining two are false also, what happen in our condition, it will become a true. That means it's satisfied. Next one is a NOT. The NOT operator is used to negate a condition. Negate a condition means if usual condition, if you give 2 equals to 2, if you use a NOT, this case, right? If 2 equals to 2 mean it is obviously true. 2 equals to 2 is the true. In this case, if you use a NOT, what happen? It become a false. Okay, if you use NOT, 2 equals to 2, what happen? It become a false. That is the negate. Negate mean opposite. True condition become a false. False condition become a true. Now we'll see both. Both mean all these three logical operators. We'll see how we can use in SQL. Practical thing we'll see now. Let me jump into SQL Server. Logical operators. Okay, before going to that, let me remove a table. For remove, you know, right? Already drop table name. Now let me create a fresh table with same employee. Now here same columns, salary, name, bonus, but here I'm going to insert 4 rows. Now I inserted a values also. Now what is the operator we are going to explore? First we'll see AND operator. In the logical operators we have a AND. What is the purpose of AND mean? I told already. We can apply the multiple conditions by using a AND. Now here how I am applying, you can see select star from employee where salary equals to 6,000 and bonus greater than 30. I want to get a salary. I want to get employee details. Who is getting the salary? Exactly 6,000. And the employee bonus should be greater than 30. Now here we are giving the two conditions. You can see this is the one condition. This is another condition. If you want to perform like this multiple conditions, we have to use a AND operator between these conditions. This is the first thing you have to identify. What is the purpose of the AND operator mean? We can apply the multiple conditions. If you don't use AND, we can apply only one condition. But my requirement is I want to get employee details whose salary is 6,000 and bonus is getting greater than 30. Then we can go for a AND operator. And next thing what you have to understand, if you use AND operator, when it will satisfy me, that means when it's written a true mean, if the left side condition and right side condition, that means bonus and salary, these both conditions become a true. If the both are true, then only it will become a true. Then only it will return a values. Now let me run this query. Now just you can predict what is the output for this query. You can see we got only one row, that is Balu. Why not other? We'll go one by one. If we see here, Kumar, there one employee, his salary is 5,055. That's why it is a false. We are expecting its salary should be 6,000. But here his salary is 5,055. That is not equals to 6,000. That is a false. But bonus is satisfied. If you see bonus 50. But what we are expecting greater than 30. But here it is 50. Even though it is become a false. Why mean? If you use AND operator, what happened? What it is expected to mean? Left side condition and right side condition, both should be true. If any one is false, then it's false. But here left side is false. Right side is true, even though it is false. Okay. Next, Balu. Balu, if you come to Balu, salary is exactly 6,000. Then left side condition satisfied. Next, coming to bonus. Bonus is a 33. 33 is what we are expecting is 30, but it is a greater than 30. What is we are expecting? It should be greater than 30, but the value is 33. 33 is obviously it is greater than 30, right? That's why what happened. This condition also became a true. In this case, both conditions are true. Left side and right side. That's why it will become a true. That means this condition will be satisfied. It will return the true. Next, coming to Gopal. His salary is a 12,000. 12,000 is, that is obviously not satisfied salary. What we are expecting 6,000, but that is a not a 6,000, then it is a false. Even the bonus is satisfied, it will become a false. Next, Nagesh salary also same. 7,000, that is also become a false because salary is not satisfied. If any one condition is not satisfied, that will become a false. Now, same operation will do on the OR condition. Okay, same conditions are same, but we have changed the AND to OR. Now we'll see what happened. Okay. Before that, let me explain OR what it will do. OR we can use to apply the multiple conditions. That means more than one condition we can apply. If any one condition is satisfied, it will become a true. Sometimes if the salary is 6,000, I want to accept. If the bonus is greater than 100, I want to accept. Then we can go for a OR. If any one condition satisfied, then also if you want to fetch a values, we can go for a this OR condition, OR operator. Okay. Now let me run it. Okay. Now you can predict the values. What is the condition? Salary should be equal. It should be exactly 6,000 and the bonus should be greater than 100. Okay. If I'm using OR mean, any one satisfy I want to get. Now you can predict what are the values we can expect or what are the rows we can expect. Now let me run. Now you can see we got a 3 rows. Let me explain very clearly why we got a 3 rows. First, if you see Kumar. First employee is Kumar. His salary is a 5,000. 5,055. 5,055 I mean it is not satisfied the salary condition. But R mean if any one condition satisfied, fine. But let me check the bonus, whether bonus also can able to satisfy or not. Bonus also what we are expecting? We are expecting greater than 100. But here Kumar bonus is 50. 50 mean obviously it is less than 100. Then what happened? It's become a false because salary also not satisfied, bonus also not satisfied. The both conditions are false, then it will become a false. Next, Balu. Now we see. Coming to Balu salary is 6,000. But what is the salary condition? Equals to 6,000. Exactly equals. But here also the value will be exactly 6,000. That's why what happened? The salary condition become a true. Then if what happened? This entire condition will become a true. Because in the OR condition, any one condition become a true, that's enough. Even the bonus doesn't satisfy, you can see. But Balu bonus is 33. That is not greater than 100. That is less than 100 only. Even though it will become a true. Why? Salary is satisfied. OR mean anyone satisfied, that's enough. That's why we got a Balu. But here what condition is satisfied? Salary. Bonus not satisfied, even though we get the values. Next, coming to Gopal. Come to Gopal, salary is not satisfied. You can see very clearly that is a 12,000, but we are expecting 6,000. Exactly 6,000 we are expecting, but that is not exactly 6,000. That is a false. Once it is false, then it will check the next condition. Next condition is a bonus. Bonus is greater than 100. We are expecting. If you see here, it is a 223. That is obviously greater than 100. That's then what happened? The condition becomes satisfied. Bonus condition satisfied for Gopal. But salary is not satisfied, even though it will become a true. Once it is true, it will fetch the true. Okay. Similarly, Naga is also same. Salary is not satisfied, but bonus is satisfied. That's why we are fetching the Nagas details also. Okay. This is the how R condition will work. R mean anyone satisfied, fine. And mean both should be satisfied. Hope you clear about these two operators. Now we'll see the not operator. Okay. How to use a not operator? Let me show you first. Okay. Select star from employee where before the condition, right? Before the condition, we have to specify the not like this. That's mean what we are telling. Usually, if you don't use not, what happen? Where name equals to Kumar. We are telling very clearly where the name equals to Kumar, that values only I want to get. Now let me run. We got only one row, wherever the employee name is Kumar. If you give the not in front of that condition, then what happened? It became a negate. Already I told. If you use a not, what happened? It's a negate. Negate mean true will become a false. Whatever condition you become, right? Whatever condition you given, the condition become a true, it will make as a false. If it is false, it will make as a true. Just that's called negate. Negate means opposite. Now what happens? Same condition. Okay, just same condition, but I put in front of condition not. Then it will become a reverse. Before we got a Kumar, after applying the not, we'll see what values we'll get. Okay. You see, now we got three values. Earlier we got one row. Now we got a three rows. After applying the not, how it will work, let me explain. By reading this sentence only, we'll get to know this query. Where name Kumar, not name Kumar. Mean wherever name is not Kumar, I want to get that values. That's why I got Balu, Gopal, Nagesh, except Kumar. All the values I got. This is how what we can do. We can use a not operators. Now you got one doubt. Okay, not mean what it is doing. It is just doing the reverse. Now you got what doubt? Apart from the using the not, why can't I use a not symbol, not equals to? Now, apart from the not, I'm using a not equals to operator. Before now, I got while using the not, I got three rows. While using not equals to also, I will get a same rows. Okay. If you use a not also, that is same operation we are achieving the by using the not equal. Why need to go not? What is the advantage of the not? That we'll see now. Let me explain. Okay. Not equals to is used to compare two values directly. In this case, it is fine because here we are validating the two values. One is a name, other one is Kumar directly. So while not equals to is limited to value comparison only. If you use the not equal or equal any comparison operation, what you can do, we can compare the two values. Two values are equal or not equal, greater than or less than. Like that, we can compare the values. But when we have to use specifically for not mean, not used to negate a full condition or logical expressions, not just simple value comparison. That's mean not we can use especially whenever we are using a in operator or between like operator, exist operations. That time it is mostly will play the vital role. That also I will show example. Okay, in this scenario, we can go for not or not equals to. But there are some scenarios we have to go with not only. Let me explain. There is a in operator. There is a in operator in SQL. What it will do, I will explain. Sometimes I want to get a employer details whose name is belongs to these employees. But example, I want to give a set of employees or list of employees. If in my employee is any is there, but example, in the table we have some employees, right? Any employee is there in that given list, I want to get that employee details. That's mean I want to get employer details whose name is Kumar, Ramesh, Mani. Among these three, if anyone satisfy these values, I want to get that employee details. Then we can write query like this. Select star from employee, where name in. By reading this only, you can understand in. If that name is inside these values, then return me that values. Then get me that values. Let me run this query. We got only one row, that is Kumar. Why only Kumar? Let me explain. We have four employees in table, right? Kumar, Balu, Gopal, Nagesh. Now, what is the condition we given? We given a in. In what values we have Kumar, Ramesh, Nani. Okay, we don't have Balu, Gopal, Nagesh inside this list. We have only Kumar. That's why we are getting that row only. Now, if you want to make it negate means opposite. Opposite means next condition you can see. Select star from employee where name not in. I want to get a employer's details whose name is not in this given list. This is just opposition. Here you cannot use the not equal operator. This kind of situation only it is recommended to go with not. This is the use case of the not. What we are telling, I don't want to get a employee details who are in the given list. Same list only. Now you see the different. You can see we got a three rows. Balu, Gopal, Nagesh. This is just opposition. Not what is the condition? Let me explain. I want to get a employee details who are not in the given list. You can specify a list like this. Inside a parenthesis, you can give the n number of values. If you don't want to get these employee details who are in this list, right? You can go for a not. If you want to get employee details who are in the this list, then you can go for an in operator. Okay. Hope you understood very clearly what is the use case of the not especially. If someone asks, why not I go for a not equal operator? Why need to go not mean? This is the use case. Now we have one more operator between. Okay. Here we cover the in and not in also both. Okay. Now we'll see the between operator. This is also one use case when we use a not. I want to get employee details whose salary is between the 5,000 and 10,000. What is the advantage of between me? We can specify a range. Using the between what we can do, we can specify a range. But example, I want to get a salaries whose salary is getting 5,000 or 10,000. Between that range employees only I want to get. Then we can use a between operator. Now let me use a between operator without not. Let me see what values we'll get. Okay, just you can predict. Now condition is I want to get a employee details who is getting the salary between the 5,000 and 10,000. The salary should be between this range. That employee details only I want to get. That is the condition. These are all our rows. You can predict what will be the output. Now let me run it. You can see very clearly we have a three employees who are getting the salary between 5,000 and 10,000. If it's here salary 5,055, that is a between the range, between the given range only. 6,000 and 7,000 also come under 5 to 10,000. Now we didn't get a one value, that is Gopal, because the salary is 12,000. Now same, I want to use a not operator when I am using the between, right? Then I let me give it in front of between not. Just what it will do, it is negate. Already I told negate mean opposite. Now you have to predict what will be the output for this query. Okay, let me explain one more time. What is the query we have given? Salary not between 5,000 and 10,000. That means I want to get a employee details who are not getting a salary between the 5,000 and 10,000. Then we have to give this condition. Not operator we have to use in front of between. Now you have to predict what will be the output. These are the values we have. Just you can predict. Now let me run. We got only one row, that is Gopal, because his salary is not between the 5,000 and 10,000. His salary is not between the 5,000 and 10,000. That's why we got this value. Okay, this is the use case of the not. Okay, now we have covered the in also. In mean what? If you want to give a list of values and if you want to check, you want to get any value from the given list, then we go for a in. Between mean we can specify a range. Now we have a like and exist operations also, operators also, that we'll see later classes. Okay. Now we have completed till logical operations. Next one is range operators. This also already we have completed. Range mean between. Already we have used. Now only we can specify a range. But example, if you want to get any employee details, who is getting the salary? Now you can see clearly between the 500 and 10,000. And I want to get a employee details whose employee ID is between the 100 and 200. That kind of scenario we go for a between operator. In also just now we completed. Check what it will do, check the if a value exists in given list. But example, if you provide a list of values, okay, then if you want to check the your value whether it is existed in that given list or not, that kind of scenario we go in. Not mean it is opposite. If you don't want to, if you want to get a values which values are not existed in the given list, this is just opposite to in operator. Then we can go for a not in. Next we have a pattern related operators and null checking, along with the set operators we have, and existency and subquery comparisons. These are all operators still we have. This and all will cover next class. Today class we have covered the till range operators. Now you can practice till here. We'll see the remaining operators next class. Okay, bye.